Welcome back, everyone. Today's my singles week, and I remember last time I did singles. It's been a long time. Besides meet day, March 14th, I think I competed. Yeah, whatever, March 14th. Before that, it's been a while since I've done a single. It's been like literally 5 weeks, over a month. And it's been a month since I competed pretty much, so 12:30, and it was the 14th last month. So I decided to squat first. I usually bench squat. I'm gonna squat and then bench because I'm usually tired by the time I squat, and bench isn't even tiring. That's weird. And the pre-workout like wears off by the time I'm squatting. So I'm gonna squat. I want 420, but I only slept 3.5 hours. But it's crazy. Like I always talk about my sleep, and like every time I have a powerlifting meet, just in general, I've never been good at sleeping since since I was like 19. But I've always taken naps throughout the day, and it works fine for me. I took a 3.5 hour nap because like once my laptop starts going, that it makes a noise because it's broken. It goes like, and that just stresses me out so much and it gets me tired. So I went to sleep like at 7, woke up at 10:35, so slept 3 hours and a half, and I just haven't been able to sleep since then. So I've been up. It's the next day now. It's Monday, but that was like Sunday night. It's 10 a.m. So I've been up, for a long time already, and I took 450 milligrams of pre-workout. So that's kind of bad because I haven't slept, but I felt good. Like all night I was wide awake. My eyes were peeled open. So I feel good. Hopefully the pre-workout doesn't like overkill, but yeah, warming up right now, and we're going for the 420. 420. We're going for the 420 single squat and 260 bench single. It's not really RP, just kind of what I want, projected numbers, and it should be easy based off the triple last week. 400 for 3 on squat, so 420 should be easy, and 245 was easy on bench for 3, so 260 should be easy. It's nothing like RP 7 or 8. It should be like an 8 though. I'm predicting, but let's find out. Okay, so I recorded like 3 warm-up sets of each squat and bench to keep it, not too long. Just still keep it short because that's how I like to do it. So that is. Damn, I think that's like 350. Yeah, 350. I'm starting to memorize the 100-pound plate denominations and all that. Didn't write them on the screen, but just warm-ups. I just wanted to see for form-wise and depth to see if I was hitting it. And that was 375 right there. I'm used to like 28-pound jumps now, but that's when it started feeling heavy on my back, like I mentioned. The last warm-up set right here is 395, and I jumped all the way to 420. And like the jumps I'm used to, 25-pound jump was kind of big, and this felt super heavy on my back. But I'm going to mention what happens right here, and it looked super hard, but it wasn't that bad. I kind of felt it more on my hips and my knees more than anything, but it was fast after that sticking point. Well, at least it looked like it. All right. I was just doing the voiceover. I haven't done the voiceover yet, but you watching it. I'm going to do the voiceover, but I'm interrupting it because I just want to talk about that 420 single real quick. Maybe it doesn't help that I do not smoke weed at all. Like, I'm not a pothead, so that number's not for me. I don't know what it is. Maybe more would have been for me. Maybe 5 pounds less. Maybe 5 pounds more. Okay, that's a stupid joke. But, like, honestly, everything felt heavy on my back. Like, up until 375 and 395 big time. And I just jumped straight to 420 after 395. So it was a big jump. It's only 25 pounds. But second I unwrapped 420, I'm like, ooh, this is heavy. Like, that felt heavier than 451. Meet day, that's the most I've ever done in my life. Most have been on my back is 451. 451 was light. That was heavy on my back. Like, I know I always say this. I know I'm annoying. I'm getting annoyed at my own voice. But these are way harder than comp plates, the 100-pound plates. And they're not that much of a difference. But, like, something about the density is harder. I'm learning in physics that something can weigh the same. Because comp plates are 110. 2 of those is 110. 1 of these is 100. So 10 pounds heavier. But I think these are denser. I don't know what it is, but it feels way heavier. Like, that is a fact. So, like, that really, like, encourages me to just not get comp plates because I don't need it because these feel heavier. So maybe that'll help me meet day. Because it didn't throw me off on deadlifts, that's for sure. Like, for meet day. And maybe meet day. Because I wasn't squatting with these. I was still going to the gym using the squat bar. But maybe meet day it'll be easy because I don't know what it is. This is hard. So when I went down, I want to talk about what happened. It was like, it looked like a 10. But, like, honestly, it was like a 9 because my belt was too high. And it was comfortable in other sets, but I guess it wasn't really. I was kind of psyching myself out. I put it too high and not tight enough. Because if I put it 2 holes left, I usually have it on 3 holes left, so on the 4th one, If I had it on 2 holes left, it's too tight. But then I had on 3 holes left, but it was just right, but it was too high. So when I was bracing, it felt like I was literally almost beltless, or like a really cheap skinny Velcro belt. Like honestly, I'm being dead serious. I know for a fact I hit depth, so I'm happy about that. That was really hard to get up though. It was like a bottom squat. Felt like a pin squat because it was just really hard. I felt beltless because the belt just didn't do anything for me. It was just too high. For squats, I don't like it high, and I just wasn't thinking there. But I still got it. Like, all excuses aside, I got the number. It wasn't pretty. I hit depth though, but it wasn't pretty. It was slow. It looked like RP 12. Let's just say it was a 12. I don't care. But like, really, it was like a 9. Like, it was a 9. But damn, 395 was even heavy. So let's go. Working sets. We're gonna do 350, 5x3. I know it'll be easy. I hope. Yeah. So it sucked having to deal with such heavy weight on my back, like on the warm-ups. Like, I mean, I guess it's pretty heavy for me, obviously, because it just finished a meet and I'm barely getting back into the groove of it. So this 350 for the 5x3 felt light, obviously, because I was like, it was literally 70 pounds heavier with the top single at 420. And, you know, I'm not really... Like, I don't want to repeat myself too much, but I mentioned, like, this later in the video about how, like, I'm not... This is first and last sets, by the way, first and fifth. Not regretting not getting comp plates, because this is really harder. Like, these 100-pound plates are seriously way harder than comp plates. I use comp plates, like, there's not someone who just used comp plates a few times. I use them every single time I went to the gym for the big 3 lifts. So I know how comp plates feel. More than these 100-pound plates, and I promise you these are harder. And they're a little bit thicker, so it's kind of hard to believe. But, they're just more... I think they're denser because I'm taking physics right now and I'm learning about that. And they're 10 pounds less than 2 reds because 2 reds is 110, but they're denser for sure. And that's probably what makes it heavier. I don't know what it is, but it's crazy. So that was the 220 warm up. This 235. And then after this, you know, it looks easy and smooth, but man, this was hard. My elbow was bothering me. My left shoulder too. It popped on one rep. And yeah, I don't know. It was bad. Well, I don't know if it popped. Yeah, it probably popped on this one on 245. It was bad. Like, it looks okay. I mean, that one looked a little hard, but like, it was just my elbow bothering me and my shoulder a little bit. So the top single, I decided to go with 260. It was easier than I thought, considering the elbow pain and 3.5 hours of sleep. That's pretty much the whole training day. You know, fatigued. I haven't eaten in so long. Like, I'm doing this voiceover and I still barely just had Ritz, and that's it. Ritz crackers. So, like, honestly, I didn't really eat at all. I was looking very skinny. I mean, I probably don't look skinny in the video, but I was feeling skinny and looking skinny. So, underfed, underslept, pretty damn fatigued. The pre-workout did not hit anymore, so it was a pretty good training session now I look back at it. But I can't wait for next week from when I relax. And I mean, I'm going to deadlift tomorrow, of course, but I'm going to relax on everything. I'm going to have a low-intensity week, no top singles, and then I'll be back after that. Okay, so that wraps up my squat and bench session. My first time doing singles after, like, I don't know, 5 weeks, like I said. So, like, to wrap it up, hopefully I don't repeat myself from the voiceover because I haven't done the voiceover yet. But by now you've heard it. But considering the 3.5 hours of sleep, you know, I'm really dead. I didn't feel dead at the beginning, but once I started warming up, like, you know, high 300 pounds on squat, like 370-ish, that's when I started like feeling heavy and it started feeling like hard, like on my back and like the going down and everything. But I noticed I was dive bombing the warm-ups, which is dumb because I never dive bomb, and you lose tightness like that, and that's not the right way to squat in general. A lot of people do dive bomb and that's their preferred method, but not me, and I don't think that should be the preferred method for anyone. But I'm not used to that, so I was doing that so stupid. So the 420, I don't remember if I dive bombed it, but it felt heavy, so I like really controlled that one from what I remember and my working sets. So they weren't so bad. I was just really tired by then. Like the pre-workout, I had a sugar crash already. Sugar crash. It wore off completely. Bench was horrible. My elbow, my left elbow, you know, it acts up. It doesn't hurt. It's tendonitis for sure. It's like for sure a tendon or like an elbow flexor. I mean, forearm flexor, forearm extensor. One of the forearm muscles for sure, because it's like right here. So it's for, like, you can't tell, thank God, but it's for sure one of those two, and it's tendonitis, 100%. But it's just, like, the weirdest feeling ever. And I just have to, like, pop it consistently. And I, like, found the sweet spot on popping it during warm-ups and during, you know, my working sets, which is, you know, not good because I can pop it the wrong way, and it can just be stuck like that forever. So it sucks, you know, I don't really want to do surgery. It's not that bad because I'm still setting PRs. Like, I'm still getting better every week. Progressive overload. This is the heaviest I've done on everything for bench. Like where I feel it. I don't feel it on squat and deadlift, but it felt better benching after, for sure. All my energy went to the squat because I'm usually tired by the time I squat, and the pre-workout wore off, and that's not what I wanted. But I was really like popping my elbow during the working sets, and considering the 3.5 hours of sleep, everything went fine. Squats may have looked really hard, the 420, and that's fine. But bench went, it was real good. Like, I don't know why my arc didn't feel big, and like I felt like I was going down super low, like I had no arc at all, and like I had no leg drive. It was weird, but like looking at my form, I think it looked good on the video, but I didn't feel good. I didn't feel right on anything today, and it could be the 3.5 hours of sleep. I'm honestly gonna fall asleep right now, but I'm so limited on time because it's like 1:20. I have class at 4. I don't really have to go though. It's just lecture. She just reads the PowerPoints, but you know I have class at 4. I have class at 7. That one I kind of have to go. But last week I slept through the entire class because like. I just turned my camera off and muted it because people are presenting anyway. It's just presenting time, so I don't have to do anything. But there's a quiz at the end, and I didn't know I was about to leave the meeting. He's like, okay, yeah, our attendance quiz, log in for the attendance quiz. You just say, I'm here, attendance quiz, whatever, you get credit for being there. And he's like, and we have a quiz on what everyone just presented. I'm like, I was dead asleep. I barely heard anything. So everyone posted their PowerPoints before, and I just looked at the PowerPoints. I got 20 out of 22, so no big deal. But like the sound of the computer, like I mentioned, makes me go to sleep. It's broken. Like it just broke one day. I didn't do anything. It was on my bed. And then I came home, it was like cracked, and it's still cracked, so it makes a noise. No one knew what happened. I don't believe that though, but I seriously was gone. That noise puts me to sleep, that laptop noise, so I'm most likely falling asleep again. Because that last Monday, I only have a class Mondays at 7. I slept 3 hours, and I worked out early. Same thing today. 3.5 hours, worked out early. I'm falling asleep for sure. Unless I just don't go at 4 p.m. to physics. The other one's like business ethics, something like that, philosophy, business ethics. So unless I just don't go to that, but I have homework done. And so I have a lot of things to do. I'm sleeping for sure, even if it's 1 hour, 2 hours. You know, that'll be about 5.5 hours of sleep total. I'm tired right now. Like, I feel like I'm tired. Like, my body is tired. And of course I'm tired because I haven't slept. But, like, I usually don't get tired after any workout. Like, ever. I'm never tired. Like, this isn't a lie. I'm rarely since I've been powerlifting, like literally once I've been tired after a workout. And like you could say I didn't push hard enough, whatever. Like I'm not huge on going super crazy anyway before me, but you know it's still heavy for me. The most tired I've been, and I've learned, I did 2 5-3-1, like not 5-3-1, but like a top set of 5 one week, top triple the next week, top single. I did 2 of those back to back for my second meet in August, and that's where the fatigue really hit me on the second time. That's why I really managed those. Like this one, I'm gonna do a deload next week, no singles. And it's just gonna be like a low intensity week, and then I'm not gonna do another fight. Like I wanted to, but I know it'll affect me, so I'm not gonna do 5 top sets of 5, top triples, top single. Maybe triples towards closer to meet day, but I'm really gonna relax with the singles because this last meet in March I was in Peru and I was like I'm just gonna do singles because I only had 8 weeks, so I did just singles. It was perfect, no fatigue. So literally just one time I was tired. Like the owner told me, Ian was like, you look fatigued the other day, and like this guy I barely met, he helped me on deadlifts. I was doing 375 and that was heavy, and that wasn't heavy for me, but it was just heavy that day because I was fatigued and it was hard walking and it was hard just putting the plates on because they're comp plates, the 55s, and he helped me put them away. Like I barely knew this guy. I guess I looked that tired. And then Ian told me like the next day, he's like, yeah, I've been worried about you, like you've been looking tired. I'm like, damn. He's like, yeah, you look fatigued. I see it in your eyes. I see it in everything, like this right here and my eyes. I was like, yeah, I haven't been sleeping, so that fatigued me for sure. So if you're ever gonna do top sets of 5s, top triples, and then singles, like back to back, all that, like really go easy. Like seriously, go easy. Make sure it's something you know for a fact you can do, and hold back, or just don't do it a lot. Like just do one, and then take a break from that, and then do it again later, like a month later or 2 months later or whatever. Like just limit yourself on those, because like don't underestimate them. They can kick you. They can kick you right in the back. Like when you're not expecting, they'll kick you when you're down. You think you're ready to get back up, and they'll kick you back down. So that's it for the video. That's all I got. Oh man, I'm really ready to go to sleep. I'm never ready to go to sleep after these videos. But that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. See you next video.